Hey everyone, my name is Josh and I'm the owner of Rainier Creations Co., a custom printing company located in the Pacific Northwest. So the purpose of today's video is to talk about something that I talked about in the last video, and that's vinyl. More specifically, substance versus general formulation and why I switched from substance to general formulation. So without further ado, we'll just get right into it. All right, everyone. So like I said, I want to talk to you about substance versus general formulation and why I switched. So first and foremost, let me just say, Substance is absolutely awesome. I've said it in all my previous videos, and I'll continue to say it. They are an amazing company. They make an amazing product, American made, quality all the way. You cannot go wrong if you choose Substance over anyone else. That being said, I decided to go with General Formulations, which is another American made company. And I decided to go with them because they are offering the vinyl I want, which is 6 mil thick, unlaminated. So that's pretty dang thick compared to the 3 mil thick I was getting before. So I decided to go with them. Now, I have a sticker right here that I made out of the General Formulations. You can see it's just stiff. And that's with the backing on there right now, right? And if I were to take the backing off, there's the sticker again. It's just thick, just bounces back up. You notice it just doesn't flop. It's just a thick quality sticker right there, right? Okay, that being said, if we compare that to the other one, okay, you can kind of see it doesn't really bounce back as much. It's got a little more flop to it. It's a little bit thinner, and you can definitely feel the difference, right? So I made the switch because I wanted to offer an even more premium feeling sticker. I wanted to offer something I don't think a lot of other companies are offering, and that is this thick quality sticker. Now, this isn't me tooting my own horn or anything like that, because I have gone a couple years using Substance and researching other vinyls, and I finally have landed on just something that's as thick and as quality, material as this is. So this is a great choice. Now, switching to General Formulations definitely has its pros and cons, right? So the pro, like I've said, is you're going to get a premium sticker. The quality is just unmatched right here as far as how thick it feels, how durable it's going to be. And it's just going to last outdoors. I ran it through a dishwasher the other day, absolutely no issues whatsoever. So this is an absolutely great product. That's probably the number one pro when it comes to this. Another pro for me, and we'll get into this a little bit later, is the quality of customers that I hope that this particular material helps me attract. And I'll elaborate on that here in a little bit. Some of the cons, though, with this particular vinyl, the number one for sure is cost. So a 54-inch by 100-foot roll of this material costs $236. Pretty expensive. Compared to a 54-inch roll that's 150 feet long with Substance at $199. So, is the price worth it to you and your business? For me right now, the answer is yes. At the moment. Maybe I'll go back to Substance if I realize that I'm just not getting the ROI on this material. So that's definitely the number one con for me. Another con for me is what it does to my blades. So if you watch any of my previous videos, you know I am using cheap blades. Admittedly, I'm just buying them off Amazon because I don't feel like paying $120 or whatever it is for a Graphtec specific blade. I've been told they last up to 6 months long. Maybe they do. But I'm just replacing a new blade every day. And I'm doing that because if you don't, the edges of this will start looking a little rough. It just won't look as clean. So I'm using a new blade every day. But that definitely, the thicker material is definitely a little harsh on the blades in my experience. So that would be the second con for me. The third con for switching to a thicker material, and it's not a huge issue, but nonetheless, it's still a cost you have to take into account, and that is the weight of the material and what it's going to do for your shipping, right? So ounces equal pounds, and so you're using thicker stuff, it's going to weigh a little bit more, therefore shipping is going to cost just a little bit more. Again, not a big deal to me, but that's kind of the direction I want to go. So let's talk about the customers, like I had said earlier, and the customers I'm trying to attract. So one thing I've noticed with my business over the past couple of years is I get people calling me, emailing me, whatever, constantly asking for the lowest price possible when it comes to stickers. And at first I was willing to work with people, because I needed the business. And now I don't want to do that. My prices are my prices. And when I've switched to the general formulations, yeah, my prices have gone up just a little bit, admittedly, because I'm using more expensive stuff. But when I say a little bit, I mean just a couple of cents. I'm still well below the number one, brand that everyone knows out there. I'm still well below them, and I am probably right around, if not maybe even a little bit cheaper than the national average for stickers. So I'm still cheap when it comes to that. But people just want the cheapest thing imaginable. And you know what? Those just aren't customers I feel like dealing with because they waste a lot of my time. And I don't mean any of this in a bad way. I'm just looking at this purely from a business perspective. Time is money, and if I'm sitting there wasting time trying to help this dude out because he wants, the lowest quality, or just the cheapest, cheapest sticker at the highest quality, I can't help him there. Like, the prices are the prices. I have a customer, or had a customer, who was sending me things for their business, images for their businesses, and they would send me a screenshot. They'd circle around like an eye for this character, a smiley face from this character, a nose from this, and they wanted me to do all this crazy work. It was taking me hours to do. Oh, and by the way, they wanted it the cheapest humanly possible. And at first I was doing that, and now I'm just not entertaining that because that's not what I'm looking for in a customer. I want to help everybody, and I want to help small business owners for sure. And I understand everyone's trying to save a dollar, but small business owners and or just regular customers need to realize you get what you pay for. And if you want super cheap, please go somewhere else and get that. That's no problem to me. I'm not upset about it, and you shouldn't be upset about it either if you're a customer looking for stickers. Just remember, again, you're going to get what you pay for. So I'm trying to kind of segue away from accepting every single order under the sun and being a little more selective about that. So I'm trying to increase the kind of clients and customers that just know what they're paying for and they appreciate that, if that makes any sense. So again, nothing negative towards anybody. It's just, as a business owner, I'm trying to get better clients. Additionally, something I'm hoping that this does for me is I'm really working hard on increasing my order sizes, right? So 100 3-inch stickers is by far the most popular size and amount of stickers I sell on a daily basis. I'm trying to increase to 500 to 1,000 stickers per order. So one thing I've started to do is I'm advertising that I'm doing this now using this material, right? And I'm hoping that the quality speaks for itself and like word spreads and people want to order a lot. 2, I decided that I'm going to start offering a deal on my website. So let me know if you think this is a good idea. What I'm doing is if you order 1,000 stickers or more, I am going to upgrade you automatically at my expense, at the expense of my company, to overnight shipping. I'm just going to do it for you. Furthermore, something I'm trying to do, I haven't quite figured it out yet with Shopify, is I'm going to try to figure out, even if you don't order 1,000, how can I split overnight shipping for you? Because I get a lot of rush orders that people want super fast. So I'm going to try to figure that out too to help generate a little bit more clientele. But again, the main thing is I just don't think I can get any more high quality than what I have now with using general formulations. So some of you are going to be asking, hey, what general formulations products are you using? I'm using 2. I'm using general formulations 220 and 223. So hopefully that helps you, not dig through the trillions of general formulation products out there because they have so many. It can be really hard to figure out what you need. This took a ton of research for me to figure out which ones I wanted. And I'm still kind of experimenting to see if there's anything else I want from them. But right now, general formulations 220 and 223 are the way to go. So the one thing I'm not changing from with Substance is their laminate. I'm still using their laminate 3150, which is fantastic stuff. So that's getting me to have a 9 mil thick sticker, which I think is pretty freaking awesome because again, it just feels so freaking durable and so thick. I really hope that the customers enjoy the quality that they're going to be getting with it. So I'm still going to stick with them. I don't see a need to go above and beyond Substance and try to get anything even more thicker or anything like that because that's just going to become more problematic. And at some point, your sticker can be too thick, right? So that's what I'm going to go with. Again, if you are interested in offering a premium quality product, you cannot, and I can't emphasize this enough, you cannot go wrong with Substance. If you want something that just feels a bit more premium and you're willing to pay for it, that's where General Formulations is going to come into play. So I highly recommend them. They're fantastic. I've had nothing but quality outcomes using this material so far. And the feedback I've gotten from a few customers on it has been excellent. So I've, in the packages when I send it to them, I've asked for like a little survey. I put a QR code in and ask them to, kind of send me a response, and the response has been resoundingly positive. So to me, that tells me I'm on the right track. So now we just need to find a way to kind of get the word out there a little bit more and generate a little bit more clients and larger orders, with this material. So again, this was a quick video. I just wanted to show you the difference between the General Formulations and the Substance. Again, they both feel great. You can definitely tell that this one's thinner. This is absolutely thicker, and it just feels way more premium. So that's why I'm sticking with this for right now over the Substance. But again, if you want to go with Substance, you cannot go wrong. I promise you that much. So I hope you found this information useful. If you did, please like, subscribe to my channel. I'm almost at 400 subscribers, if you can believe it. Might not be a big deal to you, but it is to me, because I didn't even expect to get 10 subscribers. So I think it's pretty awesome that I'm getting there. So one other thing I'm going to be doing, I was debating on, talking about it, but I guess I will, is I've been getting a lot of people requesting the Excel spreadsheet that I have for calculating my stickers. And so I rebuilt it all together. It's completely proprietary, and I don't think I'm going to just email it out anymore. I did it with a few people, and I put a lot of time, energy, and effort into making that. So I think I'm going to be selling it on my website for $5. And I know I'm probably going to catch some crap for that, and that's fine by all means. But again, like, I'm running a business, and I put the energy into this, and it's not I'm not going to make millions off of this, obviously, but it's proprietary, and if someone wants to use it, I think it's only fair that I'm compensated. That's just my opinion. So we'll see. So if you want it, I'll leave a link in the description down below for you for that calculator. And if it helps you out, great. And if you don't want it, completely understand. So I'm not trying to make any money off of you or anything like that. I'm just trying to offer it on my website. And if somebody finds it useful and they want it, they can have it. So that's kind of something else I'm going to be doing here in the very near future. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description down below for you. So again, super quick video. I hope you found this information useful. If you're on the fence about what kind of vinyl to use, again, go with Substance if you're trying to save a little bit of money but have a premium feel. If you can afford it, go with General Formulations if you want that real thick, premium feeling sticker. But until next time, that's really all I have for you guys. So you guys take care and have a good one.